Hey, it's Tpok. Back in Katawa Shoujo. Hopefully Hanako's not so sad anymore. Well, she's not even here. Okay, Hanako is more noticeable in her absence than when she is in the room. I feel her empty desk calling out for me. I find myself peering over my shoulder endlessly, hoping that I'm hallucinating, and that Hanako will magically appear. She makes sure she's as small a presence as possible when she attends class, and though she had been getting better recently, the fact never changed. Nobody ever pays her any heed in class. Now that she's not here, they don't notice her absence. It's as if she just never existed. Lily did say that her skipping class wasn't an unusual thing before I met her, but it's still very off-putting. The bells heralding the end of school make me jump in my seat. It's only now that I notice Misha is prodding me on the side with her mechanical pencil to get my attention. Hello, is anyone in there? Hey, stop that. Ah, there we are. Welcome back to Earth, Hichan. What are you talking about? You keep dazing off into space. I was beginning to think that you might be trying to contact alien life. I really didn't get much sleep last night, so I don't doubt Misha's words. I'm not sure whether it was due to my medicine's side effects or Hanako's panic attack yesterday. My worrying about her in general, or all three. I yawned tiredly before resting my chin on my palm, having been reminded of how badly I slept. Hey, are you really alright? Yesterday it kinda rattled me as well. My throat just made the weirdest sound ever. Yeah, I guess. I wanted to speak to Hanako. Again, though. Did you see her last night? Yeah, Lily and I talked to her. This may sound a bit weird, but can you tell Shizune thank you from both me and, Lily? I know Lily technically didn't thank Shizune, but I could tell by her reaction last night that she wanted to. At least that's how it works out in my head. Whoa. She was like... That was a quick flash. I think what Chitana is trying to say is you're welcome. No, I don't think so. The fear is signing in Shizune's reddened cheeks tell me that what she said was entirely different. Her blatantly flustered expression is amusing enough to make me chuckle. What's so funny, Hichan? Was it something we said? No, it's not that. I was simply thinking about how cute Shizune can be at times. You're right, Shichan. Wait, you're right. Shichan is really cute when she tries not to be. I noticed that Misha decides not to sign a response to Shizune. Maybe Shizune's rage is enough to counter any quantity of cute. Nevertheless, Shizune quickly calms down and signs something else to Misha. Oh, okay, Shichan wants you to come and have dinner with us. Say no. Dinner, eh? Turning away from them a bit, lest I be swayed by their pleading smiles, I begin to mull it over. The invitation certainly is tempting. A takeaway dinner with two cute girls is not a bad thing, after all. The thought of Hanako locked up in her room, though, keeps dancing on the edge of my mind. Yes. Good job, Hisao. Sorry, I'll have to pass. Aw. Misha doesn't sign my response, but Shizune picks up on it easy enough and grimaces in disappointment. She moves her arm, assumedly beginning some form of either protest or coercion, but stops herself and taps Misha's shoulder twice. Once Misha gives Shizune her attention, the only statement Shizune has on the matter is a shrug. Oh well, it's your choice, Hichan. Oh my gosh. I'll promise I'll join you two another time if that helps. Misha perks up at this, but Shizune doesn't share her reaction. With a flick of the head to signal for Misha to follow her away, Shizune simply raises her hand to silently wave me goodbye. As the two make their way out the door, I return the gesture until they're both out of sight. I didn't think they would be so disappointed, and it makes me feel a little bad for ditching them. Still, I have things to do. Number 1, go see Hanako. The girls' dormitory is especially rowdy today, with a number of girls loudly playing games and watching the television in the common room on the first floor. I can hear their voices even now, standing in front of Hanako's door. It's an odd contrast to the emptiness of the floor she's on. The voices from below make the emptiness feel all the more lonely. I had hoped Hanako would be in class today, especially after the talk Lily and I had with her last night, but I feel like I shouldn't hold it against her. It was a pretty awful episode, and to have experienced it firsthand must be all the worst. Not knowing what state she's in, I take a small breath before giving a few sharp knocks on her brown door. All I can do is stand and wait, doing my best not to feel anxious. As the seconds wear on, I begin to think she might be asleep and didn't hear me knocking. The door hand rattles a little before I can raise my hand to knock again, though. Hello? The door opens a sliver, an eye appearing in the gap only just large enough for it to peer through. I'm sure this girl would install a peephole in her dormitory door if only such a thing were allowed. I just stand and smile at her. It's kinda creepy. I don't think words would really help here after all. The act is returned in kind, with Hanako wordlessly looking at me. The gap's not wide enough to see her expression, and I can only guess what she's thinking. Time passes as we look at each other, the only sound being the disembodied gaiety from the ground floor. Why do I always yawn in this game? I'm not sure how long it takes, but eventually the eye moves away. I keep wondering whether she'll let me in or shut me out until the door slowly begins to creak open. Oh yeah, she's still in her pajamas. Now that I have full view of her in her bedroom behind... What? Okay. The first thing I notice is that Hanako's hair is quite damp. She's recently showered, which is made even more obvious by the scent of shampoo wafting towards me. The look on her face seems one of curiosity, as if she's not really sure what to make of me. Even so, I'm not really all that sure of what she's thinking. It feels as if she's gone away for a long time, and having now returned, neither of us knows what to say to the other. Hanako realizes she's staring, looking away awkwardly before turning to the side and gazing at her feet. I decide to make it as an invitation and step past her into the room, closing the door behind me as I do so. I can see her hands fiddling in the folds of the oversized gown that hangs from her shoulders. I try to concentrate on what I want to say, but the scent from her addles my senses. Is that a word? Addle? To my surprise, it's not me, but Hanako that breaks the silence. Why? Because, why did I come here? I was worried about Hanako, so I came to her room. She let me in, as I had hoped, and then, what? What did I mean to do? What did I mean to say? Why didn't I think this through before coming here? I wanted to make up for what I feel I caused, at least partly. I want to try and remove the distance I feel between us since then, and to see her happy. How can I do that when I don't know the first thing about her? I wonder if this is how Awanako felt when she saw me lying in that sterile pastel blue hospital bed. A deep sigh steadies my nerves a little and ends my stammering. I don't think I've ever felt this nervous around someone before. When I'm like this, I don't think I can lie. Even if I could bring myself to, Hanako would see through it right away. I don't know, I just wanted to see you, I guess. Her fingers stop moving, giving me a little surprise. Looking up to her face, she gives a sweet smile and a nod. That was a satisfactory answer for her? Since you're here, I'd like to play a game of chess with you. I almost hang my head in disbelief that all she wants to do after I've been winding myself up so much is play a game. Looking at her face though, a tentative smile perched upon it, I realize this is more than that. She could have not bothered answering the door. She could have shut it as soon as she saw my face. She could have asked me to leave. She could have rejected me at many points, but she didn't. Now, with this calm face, and she wants me to play the same game that we played when we first really spent time alone together. A feeling of relief washes over me. Everything will be alright. Hanako has let me into her world. As long as we can be together like this, I think everything will be alright. It would be my pleasure. The day of Hanako's birthday party is finally here. Wait, I didn't even get to play chess. Come on. To be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing Hanako and Lily in their pajamas again. Really, Hisao? Come on. Hanako's gown has grown on me as looking rather cute, though a bit conservative. And Lily's shorts and thin silken top are a lovely combination. But the event is stained a little with the memory of Hanako's reaction to it. I still don't really understand what happened, only being able to vaguely guess at the possible reasons for it, but I don't think finding the answer will be as straightforward as asking her. With that in mind, I knock on the door next to Hanako's. Is that you, Hisao? Yeah, it's me. Let me in, please. Apparently I want to see you in your pajamas. I can hear the pitter-patter of footsteps coming to the door, followed by the sound of the lock snapping open. I don't think I've ever seen Lily's doors locked before, and it makes me a little suspicious. Uh-oh. Now I'm scared of what is going on. Is this a birthday party? Once the door opens, the sight is a little underwhelming for a birthday party. It's the exact same picture. Okay, Hanako returns to her seat at the table with a quick smile and a nod, leaving me to close and, assuming they wanted it to be kept that way, lock the door. As I do so, I realize the scene before me is that of an evening tea party, just like any other between the two. Somehow, I don't think I should be surprised. To my relief, Hanako looks relatively calm. The break from class has probably done her good, and given her time to wind down a bit. I take a seat between the two at the low table in the center of Lily's room, the brightly colored teapot steaming away between us. A tall brown bag close by Lily's side catches my attention.